What up, Mac Kids and Maniacs? Welcome to another episode of KM Video Live Streams. Man, I'm just chilling, and I hope you all had a good weekend. Hope you enjoyed your family. Hope you had some self time, and hopefully you guys enjoying life, healthy, and in good spirits. Me myself, again, I'm just chilling. I want to come on and kick off the new month with you guys. We don't have any new interviews coming up anytime soon. I don't plan to be back in the land for a minute, but I am working on a piece for you guys on the other channel, and should be out sometime this week coming up. What up? What up? So I wanted to say though, for the breadwinners, man, I just tallied up today's picks and what Friday's picks, or was it Saturday? I'm not sure, but I just tallied up the last two picks, and today 7 winners, 2 losers. Of course, the parlays lost. And yesterday, 10 wins, 3 losses. And I'm pretty sure the parlay lost too. But the for sure shot still coming through, man. The old Dodgers and the San Diego Padres, man. So hopefully you guys still getting your paper, man. Unfortunately, the parlays haven't hit the last 2 times, but still great winning percentage, 7-2 and 10-3. That's 17-5 in the last 2 times I came on to give you guys picks. So can't really complain about that. What's up though, man? I know y'all been checking out YouTube and social media. Um, any good interviews you guys seen lately? G Rock, what up? Southside, what up, homeboy? Yeah, breadwinners, baby, breadwinners for sure. I mean, the numbers are still outstanding, man. Amazing numbers. I was on our 4 days of winning parlays. Okay, all right, sure, that's what's up, man. Don't give it all back like I do. Keep betting whatever you bet when you want. But anyway, man, no good interviews, none for real. Oh, all right, Crystal, what up? Kev, are you cool with China Mac? I don't know who China Mac is, man. You're the second person to ask me that. I have no idea who that is. I tell you guys all the time, man. I don't know everybody. I'm not aware of everybody. I don't watch a lot of videos. I just don't know a lot of people that you guys ask me about. And at some point I gotta ask myself, who are these guys that you guys ask me about? Why do you think I should know these people? I mean, could be a random question, could be more to it. I don't know, but I don't know who that is. Nah, never heard of him, man. I don't know who that is, man. Skip Townsend and OG Gangster from Compton were there with footage. They were where with footage? What up, Kev Mac? My Dubs made it happen. Absolutely, JR. The Celtics didn't know. That's the problem with playing reigning champions, man. They was champions for a reason, but I still think Boston has good defense. I'm not sure if they can come back and win this series, but it's still early. They're only down 1-0. Man, a lot of these guys you guys ask about are irrelevant in my life. So I have no idea what it is you guys want to get out of me. I don't know. I don't know what the motive is. I don't know why I should know these people or where I should know them from. But I'm sorry, brother. I can't help you out, man. Peace Treaty in South Park. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. See, the thing, I talked to a few people, right? And for some gangs, the peace treaty is proper. It's a good thing. It's a great thing. It's lovely. Sends a great message of unity, and people should continue to do it, and people should make sure it works. But it's not for everybody because every hood don't get along with every gang or every Crip gang. You know what I mean? There are gangs that's at war with their rivals right now. So that's not the place for everybody. And now that we're so much older, this is 30 years later, we're so much older. Now you got older guys that been through it, but really have no pull, really have no say so, really aren't getting active. So it's different. Back then, there were real active gang members from every hood with pistols, packing, shooting, fighting, stomping fools out, going to get cracking. You know what I mean? Even after the peace treaty, after parties, some members from some gangs still got cracking. It's different now. I don't think, and don't quote me on this, but I don't think the young active shooters from a lot of hoods attended. It's just a different vibe. It's not the same vibe as 30 years ago. I'm that's what I'm working on now. I'm gonna do a little something about that. I don't know how I'm gonna narrate it yet. I don't know if I'm a freestyle or just go off of facts and news reports. But we got some pictures of the police coming to break up the truce in Manchester Park. Uh, I got stories, but I don't think I'm gonna tell the stories. I think I'm gonna just stick to the pictures and the newspaper reports that I got. Uh, yeah, yeah, devil. It's just, I mean, it's cool. There is no buts about it. It's just not for everybody. Some hoods still beefing within their own hoods. Some hoods are in serious battles with their fiercest rivals right now. Oh, this is what I wanted to say to y'all too. When I thought about coming on, this is what I've been thinking about the last few days. Excuse me for laughing and getting a chuckle out of it, but some of you may remember when I went on a little brief rant about them ain't white folks, them ain't Ku Klux Klans in South LA killing us, right? That was what? When did I do that? Like a year and a half, 2 years ago? I don't even remember when I did it. But the funny thing to me, I'm looking at Instagram and the same dude that was going around talking about the white people are coming in our hoods, killing us. It's not black on black. The whites are killing us. People have seen white people and it's a white guy. And that same guy now is saying what I said way back then. He's just now realizing it's black on black violence and it's happening throughout South LA and the rest of the LA County. And I'm like, you had to be from the streets. You have to be a real member or really know real members to understand it was never a white thing, man. That's just how we wake up and how we think. That's where we direct our energy toward other black people. So I got a chuckle out of that. Like it took this dude to see all these bodies and report all these murders for a couple of years to realize it ain't the Ku Klux Klan coming through LA killing us. Like you guys have to stop letting people corrupt your mind with bullshit. Like just use common sense sometime and just think how violent we are toward each other, how we go at each other, how we put each other down so often. And you understand what it is and who it is. Dude said, let me quote him. Dude said, I don't know what's going on, but there's something going on. Pretty much. There's been something going on, homie, for like 40 or 50 years. And so it's just crazy, man, to me. This is just common sense. It's streets 101, man. Like, y'all know what it is. Ain't no need for no conspiracies. Ain't no need for having some type of agenda to make it look like somebody else is doing the killing. Come on, man. Cut it out. But back to the 92 truth. Yeah, it's a fact. The police helped break that up. A lot of people say that, and a lot of people don't believe it. But yeah, they played a part. They had a hand in breaking it up for sure. I'm gonna show you some pictures, and you guys gonna be like, "Oh shit!" I mean, it's not video, but it's pictures. And why would the National Guard or riot police need to come to a park where all the Hoovers and '60s and whoever else was there, the '90s? Why would you come there and break that up? Why would you do that? Like nobody was doing anything to anybody. No crime was being committed. Y'all did not want to see peace. Y'all did not want to see a truce. Good looking out, Dre. Appreciate it, homie. Appreciate it. It's a good look. Start off the month. It's a good look. It's a good look. South Park, we went to South Park, and South Park was cool. You know, no regrets there. South Park was real cool in 1992. Broadway's Avalons. There was a lot of Bloods there. I think the V's, I think. I'm not sure. Pueblos. Uh, that was cool, though. I had a good time there. It was a lot of people there. The '60s went deep. The '90s went deep. And then it carried over because, and I'll probably cover this too, the neighborhood car also started having their own little get downs to where we wanted the neighborhood car to be tight as well. And then the '60s met with the VNGs. We got pictures of that for 2 days, hanging out with the VNGs. Everything was cool. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know how that broke up, but there was '60s at Van Ness Park with the VNGs for a couple of days, and I'm gonna show that. I mean, it's crazy because this shit happened 30 years ago, man. It's like some of that stuff seemed like yesterday. Others seem like it's so far out the memory, like you forget about it if there's no documentation, right? So that's partly why me and SMAC like to document this stuff because if it's not documented, years from now, people won't even know about some of the stuff that went on or some of the things that I'll be speaking on and covering, right? Good looking out, train rule. Oh, you the brother that got at me about Sino from Avalon? Again, I just said we were at Manchester Park with the Hoovers, '60s and '90s, I remember, and the Hoovers, all of the Hoovers. I mean, what is that? It's not a gang fight. It's not a shootout. I'm just saying. Did it last? No, it didn't last. But yeah, brother. I mean, damn, you come on now. I just want to see some ETGs and 60 sit down. Those two sets sit down and do what? There's '60s that went to Monster Cody's funeral. There's '60s that went to Sidewinder's funeral. Skull came to the '60 funeral. Uh, Nipsey's recession, or when they were paying homage to Nipsey, the gangsters and a whole bunch of rivals took pictures together, hugged, shook hands. I mean, when you say you want to see them sit down, you want to see them sit down and do what? Do an interview, hug, take pictures. What do you want to see them do? You guys gotta. Sometimes you have to give the whole full scope of what it is you want to see happen. Kev, I want to sign up for the betting. What platform can we use if we're not in Vegas? I would consider betus.com. The things we've been seeing, it's already been few ETG and 60 sit-downs. Right. Youngsters have no conscience nowadays, can't tell them anything. I mean, I'm not going to blame them. I mean, It's just so much going on in this world, man. I'm even looking back at 1992 during the peace treaty. There were so many different things going on at that time, and you could kind of see in an evil way why law enforcement didn't want blacks to get along and all be happy and merry because they thought there would be an agenda toward white folks or toward law enforcement. I mean, they had so many huge, they had the largest cocaine busts, like two of them in the history of the United States, early in 1992. Then you had the Rodney King verdicts. Them fools actually beat that case originally. Then when the looting comes, police not out there, like they wanted the community to get torn down, right? They let the Asians carry guns and bust on people. I mean, it's just so much going on, man. Just trying to keep us from not getting along, man. Daryl Gates blamed the illegal immigrants. He went after them, but it was hidden because so much stuff going on with black people, man. You didn't Hispanics and Latinos probably, at least you don't hear them speak about it. We're being targeted by LAPD just as well as blacks. And of course, Daryl Gates ended up retiring that year, if I remember correctly, in like June of '92, right? After the riots kicked off and everything. Do you have any interviews from? No, I didn't do no interviews. I had some footage though, but no interviews. FBI got that footage. I only got just like a little couple second clip of that. But I sold a lot of VHS tapes. Somebody somewhere out there has to have the VHS tapes that I gave away and sold. Man, it'd be so lovely if one person would give me that VHS tape back. I'll buy it back so I could go have it put over to digital and share with the world. Man, if one of y'all can give me my tape, a copy of my tape back, man. I know some 90s and 60s that got them from me for free or bought them from me. Man, I would love to have that tape back, man. Because the FBI got the original one. I don't have it. The FBI took it. They confiscated it when I got arrested for robbery. How you see illegal immigrant on your own hand? I don't know what the hell you say. I got one. You can have it for 1,000. Is that right? I'll buy it. Send it to me. Send it to me. I'll buy it. I'll give you $1,000 when I get the tape in my hand. I don't know what percentage was fully black. What do you mean by fully black? If it's fully black, the percentage was 100. But there were a lot of blacks. I don't know the numbers. There were a lot of blacks though. They definitely the numbers started to go down in the '80s, man. Kev, did you grow up in movie? What? I don't know, man. I can't see all these comments, y'all. They're going too fast, man. Do you have any interviews? I just said I don't have any interviews from the '92 peace treaty. I did have some footage. That footage was confiscated by the FBI and ATF. And you guys be asking the same questions over and over, man. What the hell is going on? For real, G Rock, for real, man. It's tough, man. But You know, a lot of, see, Kev, why was Skull's friend named Chicano? I don't know, man. Maybe he was Mexican. I don't know, brother. That was 30 years ago. Come on now. Crazy how much a demographic shift happened in the span of 50 years in South Central, from white to black to Latino to white. You got to put whites back in there because the whites done came back and they're coming back fast. Chill, Kev. Take a shot of Hennessy and some chocolate cake. Lemon cake might be cool, or red velvet. But somebody ought to come out with blue velvet cake. Do they got blue velvet cake? I wonder what that tastes like. Yeah, I wish I didn't sell my mama's house, but I didn't have no choice. At the time, that was the best decision for me. So I don't regret the decision I made, but I wish I was in a better position to hold on to that property at the time. I didn't make it to DC, man. They gave me 5 days. I had to come up with a certain amount of money that I didn't have to come up with. So I couldn't make it to DC. I don't want to interview Keefe D from Southside. I know a lot of you guys want to see that interview. I don't want to do that interview. That'd probably be better for somebody from Compton to do that interview. I was never thrown in a blood tank, no. But never. But I can tell you this. I remember we was going at it over the tier with the ETGs and the Hoovers, right? And a lot of 60s happened to be going to court on the same day. I mean, you couldn't make this shit up. There was a whole lot of us. There was like 7 of us going to court on the same day. That's a lot. 7 of us going to court on the same day, right? And so we already talk about how we gonna get down. Cause we like, man, them niggas are deeper than us. They gonna get us, but 7 of us, we ought to have a cool one. If you don't get down, it's on, right? So everybody know to get down. And I'll come back from court. I'm the only one. I come back from court. I'm the only one. No, I'm the first one. And I gotta go in the cell with the Hoovers and A-Train gangsters. And boom. Because once you go in there, you can't come out. So boom, I go up in there. I stand up on the bench by myself, off over to the corner by myself, and I'm watching these dudes. And then probably, I don't know, it seemed like forever, but maybe about 6, 7 minutes. Here come all the homies. All the homies come pouring in there, and it was cool. I mean, we had an understanding, and nothing happened. But that was an incident where I thought it was about to go down. And I was like, damn, I know I messed up, but I'm like, I gotta go in there. But no, never got put in a blood tank. No. And I got some stories where they put blacks in the Mexican tank and they put a Mexican in a black tank. And they tore that black dude up, almost killed him. They left him leaking. So when they put the Mexican in our tank, it was time to return the favor. And then the deputies come talking about how sad that is, how cold that is, and how we're animals. But we're like, you did it. You did it on purpose. You threw him in here. You threw the black dude over there to the Mexicans, and you threw him over here. You knew what you was doing. You knew it was nothing but blacks in here. Why would you throw a Mexican in here? But no, it never happened to me. Would you ever interview the guy that killed Rick's brother if he's still alive? Yeah, I would. I would. I would do it. I don't know how I would do it. I would, of course, call Big Rick and let him know that I'm gonna do it and see what his take is on it. And if Rick's cool with it, it's a go. But this is for the history, and to hear it from the horse's mouth would be golden. Glasses Malone, what up, Glasses? What up, man? I thought you and Crazy was supposed to come on with me, man. You and Crazy was supposed to run the views up, man, and get people interested. And y'all never came through for me, Glasses. But good looking out, my brother. I appreciate it. LAPDW. LAPD has never beat me up. They did hog tie me one time. They hog tied me once, and they took me to NHP Hood and left me in the alley, handcuffed. But a couple NHPs see me, and they didn't trip because what they said was they know how the police do it. But I'm thinking they probably thought it was a setup, like the police is gonna get them. The police is somewhere right there waiting on them. But they did take me to alley and NHP Hood handcuffed one time. But that's it. No, they never beat me up. Just hog tied me and lied and said I littered, which I didn't litter shit, but they say I littered. So now I get hog tied for littering. Of course, I let it turn into a warrant and end up, you know what I'm saying? It's just stupid shit. But that wasn't LAPD. Inglewood police took me to NHP Hood. Sheriff hog tied me. LAPD, no, I can't say LAPD did nothing like that to me. Dorian, good looking out, man. 30 years ago, we was at South Park. Red rags tied to blue rags. Turned into one of the biggest shootout with the police ever. We still here, homie. Absolutely, man. That's what's up, man. Did any reputable Hoovers live in the 60s? From what I'm told, yeah. Yeah, I'm told there's one that still live in the hood to this day. A lot of homies don't even know he's from Hoover. A lot of homies assume he's OG 60 or non-affiliate. Mumpy was telling me. I don't remember the name anyway, but Mumpy was just telling me about it. And Mumpy was like, I don't know how he's from Hoover. He should have been from 60. So he already lived in the hood before he became a Hoover. So one of them instances, you know what I mean? IN and US got to get one of them to do it. They play hardball. Kev, did you know any Fortray Hoovers? Actually, I had a celly from Fortray Hoover. I don't remember. No, yeah, no, wait. I said that wrong. No, I didn't know no Fortray Hoovers. I had a bunkie that was from Fortray Avalon. He had Fortray AGC right here. But I don't remember his name though. I used to swim in South Park as a kid. That's what's up, man. 1976. Man, come on, man. You know them Dodgers ain't playing, man. I told y'all them Dodgers, man, that's the team this shit. So you look out for the Dodgers. You look out for the Mets. San Diego Padres, their pitchers not holding up. They got a lot of good bats, good hard players. You almost gotta like the Padres, even though they are the hated team. But the San Francisco Giants are better than the Padres. So you're talking Dodgers, Mets, and Giants are the best three teams in baseball, hands down to me. Then you can start talking about the Padres, the Yankees, teams like that, right? We need a Kiki Loco interview. I don't try to get Kiki Loco for years, man. I I just don't know what to tell you about that. We got some Dodger fans up in here now. I got Kiki. Man, look, you told me that like what, a year and a half ago? And I talked to him after that, and he said he was ready and we gonna do something. And he still ain't done it. Kiki Loco did not came through like 30 times. Like, that's what the thumbs really mean. Like 30 times, nigga, you didn't come on kevmacvideos, Kiki Loco. But yeah, he'd be a good one. I actually know him, and I know a little bit about him. We hung out together quite a few times in the 80s and in the 90s. And we had a mutual friend, Cool Chills, that we both hung out with, was tight with. So that'd be cool, man. That'd be cool if he come on, Glasses. Make it happen, bro. What up, Palm Trees? What up, homeboy? Joe Cheney, free Damian Football Williams, 1992. Football had a green light on him, man, when he first hit the penitentiary, right? Let's set up the one with Crazy this week. Let's do it, homie. Let's do it. The good fella, good looking out, loves the content. Keep up the good work. Salute. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the support. Appreciate y'all for still tuning in, man. Um, I really do. But I'm not gonna hate on the Machias and Maniacs, man. But the breadwinners are my favorites, man. Like, I really get down with the breadwinners, man. The breadwinners are the elite of KM video, man. Them are my dudes right there, man. I love those dudes, man. Uh, but I love y'all too. You know what I'm saying? But Glasses, man. Yeah, let's hook up, man. Y'all come on live this week. We'll hook up in person soon. We can talk over the phone or through text messages and get that straight, and let me know where Kiki Loco's at with it, and let's make it happen, man. Big Devil said my low G Malone. Man, you know what's crazy? What's crazy is, like, I really like Glasses, right? And Glasses, obviously, he messes with Kev Mac, so we text a lot, we talk a little bit. I did the interview with him. He came on live with me before, but I'm not knowing, like, all my niggas know this dude. Like, every time I turn around, like, I got homies that want to rap, and I tell them, you mess with Glass? Yeah, Glass is the homie. I was in the studio with him. Yeah, I did something with Glass. And I'll be like, well, why y'all need hookups? Like, what is it that y'all really need? Like, if you know him, he your nigga, and you done some work with him, go back and hook up with him. A lot of times I try to avoid people like that because it seems like they may have done something wrong, or they don't really know him like they say they know him. But everybody say Glasses is a nigga. Just like Keith Kloss. Like, Keith Kloss knows every damn body. The only difference is nobody say Keith Kloss is my nigga but Rockhead. Everybody say Glasses Malone is my nigga. But Keith Kloss say everybody's his nigga, right? See, Keith Kloss shouldn't have never been a Clipper anyway, man. He's much better than that, man. Keith, if you listening, you should have never been a Clipper, homie. Like, they're beneath you, they're below you, nigga. And you had to sit on a bench on that. Man, come on, man. You should have slapped Ola Wakandi upside his head, man. But Kev, how breadwinners your favorite food? Because, man, the breadwinners really mess with Kev Mac. Like, the breadwinners show up when nobody else does. And the breadwinners making money, man, that makes me happy. And the kickbacks makes me happier. And they really pay attention because they ask me questions, and they really about getting their bread, man. Like, it's more to this than just some gang content or just some rumbling, stumbling, bumbling gossip, right? They tune in to get some bread, man. They thank me, they appreciate it, and I appreciate them back. That's why they my favorites. Like, ain't no trolls. Ain't no trolls, no haters, or naysayers part of the breadwinners. That's why I love them. That's what make them special. They hitting 100 on the good standing list. Like some of the trolls in here, boy, they need green lights put on them. Like, I need to show up at their door and ask them, like, what's your problem, fool? G Malone doing to get he's going to get the interview done for us. Yeah, that's what's up. I mean, he said he would. Kiki Loco said he would. There's nothing left but to find a date and a time now. You know what I'm saying? But that has yet to happen. Kev, any reputable six dudes, brims or VNGs lived in the 60s that you know of? They right there. I don't know of any six dudes brims. There were some VNs. I don't know if you want to put the G on it or call them Van Ness boys, but there were some Van Ness boys. No, you know what? There was some VNGs, yeah. Yeah, there was some VNGs and some Van Ness boys, but I don't know about no six dudes brands. Jay, what up, homeboy? Smurf, what up, Smurf? Was there anybody I know that fought crazy? Uh, I couldn't think of one offhand. How did Cowboy get my name? Shit, I guess he stole that motherfucker. If he, I mean, I guess he stole it on me. Shit. Firebug Six Deuce lived on 60th. All right, all right, all right. Firebug Six Deuce lived on 60th. I didn't even know Firebug was from Six Deuce. What are your thoughts? What are my thoughts on what? Man, that should be common sense, man. Some things don't even need to be discussed, man. What about Big U's interview? What one hood or more has respect on both the neighborhood and G side? Probably the main streets. That's the first one that comes to mind, Main Street. There's been, people get mad and people don't like to hear this, but there's been a lot of 60s that lived in the jungles. So what about them? Yeah, there's been plenty. We used to hang out in the jungles, more or less on the outskirts, but shit. Cowboy lived in the jungle, man. Him and his mom lived in the jungle. I used to go over there. Uh, I'm just saying, man, there's been a lot over the years. That's who I thought he was talking about, CPF, or I want to say, no, I'm thinking of Red Flag from VNG. Kev, the crash unit officers probably, man, y'all need to just come on live and ask these questions, man. Reminisce and laugh about all the dirt they did. They probably do. They probably do. People in the jungle are good people. We got a flat tire and the blood's helped. Right. I'm sure if you got a flat tire in the 60s, if they don't rob you, they help you out too, man. I don't have any Damu interviews or Keyway interviews lined up for the future. So I couldn't tell you. I could tell you the Denver Lanes had got at me. That's a possibility. Some East Side Crips got at me. That's a possibility. Harbor City, Dodge City, those are strong possibilities. But There's nothing lined up right now. Yes, keywords, because I don't know who's going to see you with a flat tire. It might be a jacker or it might be somebody nice, right? Like I know some homies that would pull over and help you fix your tire. And I know some homies that'll go through your pockets and once they find out your car don't work. Destiny, man, you asking too many police questions, brother. I'm sorry, man, but I can't answer your questions no more, man. That's it, man. I do know some OG Swans. I know quite a few of them. You know what? I don't think Bow Wow really wanted to do an interview. I think Bow Wow just wanted to talk and get some things straight. I still got his number, but no, we haven't spoken at all. A good place to visit in LA for somebody coming from out of town, probably like 92nd and Hoover. Uh, might want to go to like, uh, I don't know, maybe go from one end of Normandy to the other end of Normandy, sightseeing or something like that. Whose name? So if Crenshaw High was full of 60s, then what was the VNG at school? Dorsey, Inglewood High School. We need the Swans to clear up their grip history. What is there to clear up? You mean you need them to verify that some of them were Crips? Well, what do you need to clear up? Come to the hundreds if you want a good vacation in LA. How was Compton in the 80s like? You gotta ask somebody from Compton, man. You want me to put Rockhead on or somebody? I went to manual arts class in 93, G Rock. They say 90% of your picks are winners. I wouldn't say 90%, but there's been some days where I picked 90%, but you can't consistently pick 90%. But they are well over 2 to 1, which is high. 60, 67%, 70% is super high for sports handicap. And we're talking about professional sports handicappers that make hundreds of thousands a year. We're talking about dudes that consult with people betting $150,000 straight bets, $250,000 straight bets, $50,000 parlays and teasers. And my numbers are way higher than those dudes. But not 90%. You're putting a 10 on it, brother. You have to win 58% of your bets just to break it. Well, here go the thing. Because that's pretty much the way that I bet. You're absolutely right. But let me tell you something. The other day, I think it was Friday, Saturday, I don't know, Friday or Saturday. If you looked at those baseball lines and then you go look at the picks I gave out, those was plus money. So, and then the cold thing is, so you could have won like what? You could have won like 37% of your bets on that day to break even. But fortunately, I picked 10 wins and 3 losses. And at least like five of those was plus money. I know one was like minus 135, one was minus 115, but they were like plus 130, plus 135, plus 115, and one was even. So if the breadwinners bet those on straight bets or parlay just two or three of them, yeah, they came out good. So yeah, that is true if you're betting favorites. But brother, I promise you, man, I gave them the Yankees run line, Dodgers run line. They came through. So you can actually get some plus money. You know, I'm not gonna give people no minus 290, minus 300 every now and then, but no, that's not a regular thing because I know you guys ain't gonna make no money. FanDuel and DraftKings are the way to go. You're not getting plus $1,500 on anything reasonable in Vegas. Well, let me tell you this. See, this is my thing, man. I've been doing this a long time, and I hate that I got to do this on the live stream, but FanDuel and DraftKings appear to be the perfect place to go. I mean, like you said, plus 1,500 odds, great. But let me tell you this, I got a cousin, and I could call him on the phone right now. He had a parlay, and he had them Yankees, and they went 8 innings, and then the game got suspended after 8 innings. FanDuel and DraftKings didn't pay the brother. In Vegas, you're getting paid. They have what they call a gambling commission, and the gambling commission will take their license if they don't want to pay a customer. So, I mean, you can like this place and that place. Everybody can have a preference. I prefer to get paid when I win. If the game gets canceled after it's official, I want to get my money. I don't want to be having to call you and wondering why I'm not getting paid and then get frustrated. So everybody has their own little perks and things and you know, I mean, if you encourage people not to bet in Vegas, that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? I don't get a piece of the pie out of Vegas. I got a straight gaming channel. It's the membership section. So all you gotta do is go to the membership section for the straight gaming. I would like people to talk and communicate, and we could do an hour on that channel instead of me just giving out picks. We could talk over some players and some teams and picks and all that type of stuff. Now you can eat good. I don't dispute that. I don't dispute that you're eating good. Like you said, plus 1,500 eyes, that's good as hell. And plus, to be honest with you, you can bet the under on hits when Shane Bieber pitch, man, and clean up. And Scherzer in most outings and clean up. Strikeouts, you could clean up. It's a lot you can win on that stuff, but some of that stuff, different casinos got different ways of betting in Vegas. But anyway, man, let's talk about something else, man. Y'all got some questions? Anybody enjoy the Goob Show? Anybody see the Harlem Crip interview over there on the Hood Post, man? Anybody read the comments under that video? Did anybody check out the Pyru, the Omar Bradley Pyru interviews with FG? I live in Vegas. I only live, bet here. Got the plug out of town for FD and DK. That's what's up. That's what's up. I called Hutch last week. Hutch was doing all right, man, taking care of his father. Okay, did you like it? I saw some of it and I thought it was off the hook. I really enjoyed it. I will say this. This ain't no knock on the Bradleys. This ain't no knock on FG. So don't even try to spin it. But Pyru's, the older ones, they made Pyru, but they not the ones that made that name what it is. That name came from Tam and Puddin'. That name came from putting in work. That name came from the rebellion against Crips. That name came from murder and mayhem, putting in work, violence. So I understand what they're saying, but the flip side, when you're talking gang history, you're talking about the gang bangers. You're talking about the fighters, the shooters, the murders, the life in prison, the sets, the anti-Crips. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, in a way, they shitting on the gang members because that's not what Pyru was intended to be about. But I'm like, man, the popularity all across the world, they look into the violence. They look into the gang members. Look who all these white dudes with these channels are interviewing. These dudes are interviewing the gang members, the killers. You know what I'm saying? So they made the name. That's how the name became popular. But I thought it was a good interview. I thought it was a real good interview. And it's a lot of content on YouTube. I know you guys are watching shit. I just want to see if y'all was gonna admit y'all watching it because I see your comments. I see you guys talking about fire interview and good interview and great questions and all that. I'm just wondering if y'all see where people don't know certain people or say that people from that certain hood say the person ain't from their hood. Are y'all seeing that? Y'all thinking y'all getting these authentic, top of the line interviews and nobody knows these dudes. I'm not saying they ain't from their hood. I'm just saying you can't be too reputable if nobody from your hood on the internet know you. Everybody on the internet, right? Shit get tricky, man. Shit get tricky sometimes. That's why I say, man, when anybody that does these interviews, homie, when you come on these platforms and do an interview, be about who you say you are and what you are. If you're gonna come on these platforms and act like you're a gang member, you gotta know there's people watching and there's people that's gonna respond. Now you may be a Too Pretty Kenny that was or Jimmy Lavender that was only around for 2 or 3 years. So I'm not saying that people don't exist, but when you start doing these interviews, man, your little homies want to know who you are. Your comrades want to. What up, Dino? What's up, Eastside? I mean, there's some fact checking going on. There's people tuning in. People want to be able to say, "Oh, that's the homie. I was in Susanville with him, or me and him, we got down in a riot back to back, or I remember him. We robbed this, or we got high together, or we bumped some females together. Nigga, we used to go party together. Something, nigga. We not looking for somebody in the comments to say, man, who are you, nigga? You can't come to the hood. Come to the hood, nigga." Of course, I would interview the schoolyards, man. I know a few schoolyards, man. I ain't got no problem with schoolyard. Yeah, that's true. Some people act like they don't know people, but some people can make phone calls to certain hoods and do a background check. There's a saying, and as far as I know, me and SMAC came up with this. Now I could be wrong, but I didn't ever hear nobody say it until me and SMAC talked about it like 20 years ago. Probably like 24, 25 years, 25 years ago. If I make 3 phone calls, my nigga, and nobody know you, there's a problem. I make 1 phone call, okay, Mac may not know somebody. Big U may not know somebody. Mumpy may not know somebody. Call somebody else. That person may not know either. Now you call a third person, nigga. That name better be good. It's no way you got three reputable homies from different parts of the hood and we don't know you. It just don't work like that. Something don't add up. So don't get it twisted. There are perpetrators. There are people that up themselves that ain't really who they say they are. They probably knew some people or grew up with some people. Probably ran with a couple of people, but didn't really bang the hood like that. And I'm just saying, I'm not talking about no particular person. I'm just saying in general, there are people like that. So don't get caught up in all these interviews thinking this person is this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, some people do get jealous, but you can only be so jealous. Like if somebody hate on SAG or they hate on gangster or they hate on different individuals. If I know these dudes, I can speak up for these dudes. Same with their homeboys. Their homeboys can speak up for these dudes because they are somebody and they from that hood. They function with that hood, right? Yeah, some people squeak through the cracks. That's true. Some people squeak through the cracks. That's real talk. They do. Front Hood had Static with Fruit Town. All right. Everyone is gangster till they get caught, for real, right? I mean, because look, let me just keep it real. I got homeboys. I got homeboys that I grew up with. We all grew up in squares, like Mumpy said. We all squares before you become from the set. So I grew up with these squares. Still my friends to this day. Not really, but some are, right? Couple are. Most are not. And you run across these dudes. Matter of fact, I got a jail story I'm gonna tell about that. But back to the point. Some of these dudes that never banged a day in their life, you see them banging the hood. You see them saying the hood. You go out with them to a restaurant or a party and they get into it with somebody and they immediately bang the hood. And I'll be like, you from where? Like all of a sudden, nigga, now they think I'm tripping. Cause instead of me taking a side, my first reaction is, you from where? Like, how you gonna put the hood in this? Like, nigga, hold on. When they diss the hood, nigga, they dissing me. They ain't dissing you. So don't even do that, nigga. Go on and be the square that you are, my nigga. Be that square. You not from the hood. You just grew up in the hood. I mean, niggas really do that shit. I got a homeboy named Brett, right? I ain't gonna say his last name. Me and Brett grew up together since kindergarten. They lived directly behind me on the next block. So we grew up running together as kids, playing together. My mother would take us to different sporting events and stuff like that, right? We would chase girls together, right? And Brett never banged, never professed to bang or none of that, right? He up at a mall and some enemies is tripping on one of our homies. And Brett like, man, I don't bang, nigga, but nigga, and bang on him. F your hood, nigga. And Brett get out. Brett squabble and throw him through a window and everything. I respect that more than I respect a dude banging a hood but don't even bang. Like, come on now. Like, I respect the square that's gonna squabble up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's a trip though. And you got smokers that do it. Have you ever noticed in LA, when you go through Blood Hood, the smokers wear red. You go through Crip Hood, the smokers wear blue, right? Like they want to fit in, they want to be a part of something. Some of them might have banged when they were younger or did some burglaries or robberies and feel like they from the hood. Or they was there before us, they older than us, so they feel like it's they hood, right? So they gonna bang the red or they gonna bang the blue. But then when enemies come through and get the busting on people and thinking they killed the homie, a lot of times, well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but sometimes it was smokers. Smokers get killed because rivals come through thinking they caught one because of the colors they got on or the way they dress. Somebody tell me I'm lying. And the cold part, when that smoker gets chipped, the people in the hood just be like, oh, that nigga was a smoker. Like, it's no funeral, like, it's no flowers, there's no nothing. Just another smoker that got killed. Like, just another day of a smoker, right? That's crazy, man. But for real, it happens. Smokers always claim the hood, especially in jail. Yeah, they do. I ain't mad at them, no. But cause when y'all short, when the blacks is short, like you go up in a module, and it'd be like 5 smokers up in there. But now you done went to court, and you got to go back to court in 2 weeks. Now these smokers done ate enough bologna sandwiches and peas and string beans, and done drank enough soft Peter to nigga they done got their yolks back. Them fools done a few push-ups. Nigga, they got their yolks back. They done bird bathed enough. They got all that grease and dirt out their fingernails and off the tip of their hands. They ain't had no hot pipe to burn the skin off the tip of their fingers. Now they fingers looking right. Their nails done grew. And they claiming the hood. You be like, yeah, man, that's cool. That smoker right there, yeah, he cool. That nigga got size on him, right? That fool work out every morning. You need that. You need that because the Mexicans be deep. Forget what they say on YouTube about the blacks always got the numbers. That's a goddamn lie. I'm going to just be straight up. I don't give a damn who said it, how they said it. I don't care if it's a homie. The homie is wrong, nigga. The blacks is always short on numbers, nigga. I'm not talking about the 1970s. I'm talking about 1986 and beyond. 86, we was kind of like even, right? But nigga, by 89, nigga, we was not even. We was behind in the numbers. And so, what's that, 11, 33 years? So the last 33 years, man, we don't have no numbers. So you get 5 smokers to blow up eating that bread, like Tookie say, eating that yeast, eating them fake scrambled eggs, eating them powdered eggs, nigga, and them hash browns and them potatoes, fool. Yeah, we need them smokers now, nigga. I don't care where you from. Nigga ain't even looking at you like you from Gangster, you from Hoover, you from Denver Lane. Nigga looking at you like, nigga, you the homie. Like, nigga don't even look at a smoker like he bang. Nigga just look at the smoker like you on the team, nigga. I just recruited you, nigga. You just signed up for this race ride, fool. And they be with it. A lot of them smokers got more hearts than the niggas that ain't smoking. Because the smokers be like, nigga, I don't give a damn, nigga, let's get out. But then you got some smokers that's real smokers, and they only doing wino time. They getting ready to go home, nigga. They just in there for traffic warrants. They not getting in the race ride, nigga. They hiding under bunks, nigga. They flipping bunks and getting behind them, nigga. When y'all get to throwing apples and oranges, them niggas is catching the apples and catching the oranges, nigga, and putting them in their laundry bag, nigga, to eat later on. Like, them niggas gonna get all their vitamin C and vitamin D, nigga. So when they get back to the street, nigga, they can smoke again. And y'all know I'm not lying, man. Y'all know I'm not lying. Man. And smokers, smokers are really strong individuals because smokers, when they go to jail, right? Nigga, smoker don't have no money on his books. That nigga don't have nobody sending money. Like, who sends a smoker money when they in jail? The smokers do not go to the store. Every now and then you find one smoker going to the store. Like, this nigga got a grandmama or something. This nigga got somebody that loves him for who he is and gonna send him something. But most smokers ain't going to no store. Like, nigga, you pay a smoker, you get store in a smoker's name and get a smoker a Butterfinger, nigga. Nigga, I give you a honey bun and a Butterfinger, nigga. Let me use your name, nigga. And the smoker be praying the whole time that he get rolled up or get called for transfer. The smoker hoping to get transferred while he got your money on his books. Because he trying to go to wayside or go to prison, nigga, and keep that money on his book. He gonna go to the store without your ass. Tell me I'm lying. And see Mexicans, you don't look at Mexicans like smokers when they come up in there. Like if they really smoked out, yeah, they're a smoker the first few days. But once a Mexican clean up, Mexican don't need no store. They all look out for each other, especially the Pisces, man. When the Pisces spread, nigga, all the Pisces come together. They all want to have some chicharrones, want to have some hot sauce, want to have some soups, want to have the mayonnaise and mustard, and then they gonna steal forks and spoons out the kitchen, nigga, whatever else they need, nigga. They gonna steal some folders or some man, and they gonna spread, and they gonna crowd around like Indians in a circle, and they gonna share, and it's gonna last them. They gonna eat all month. They cool, nigga, and they gonna speak their Spanish, nigga. They gonna act like the Southsiders and the blacks don't even exist, nigga. They stay to themselves. They not in your business, and they gonna share, man. They don't blacks. A black nigga, like I'm gonna be real. I done been with some homies, some reputable homies, and they get their little store and shit. Nigga, they piling up Snickers and Butterfingers and chicharrones and all that shit. They piling it up and it's just sitting there in your face. And you be like, hey, cuz, let me get, nah, nigga, I'm selling them. Like, damn, nigga, I'm the homie. The homie ain't got nothing to do with me hustling up. Like, damn, nigga, like that. I can't wait till I get my store, nigga. You better not ask for nothing. And then the cold part, like back then, you could get a pair of shoes in, right? A nigga get his shoes. Everybody got fresh shoes. Most Crips had a pair of Chucks, but you might have some Air Jordans or something. You might have some, some shoes that you think is nice, right? Some Timberlands or something. But then some homies, the baller homies, they be up in there with like 10 pair of shoes. Like, nigga, you in jail. Nigga, who you trying to look good for? Because when your girl come to see you, or your other girl, your other girl, your other girl, your kids, or your mama come, they not gonna see your damn shoes, nigga. They not gonna see your shoes unless you put your foot in the window. Nigga, you trying to look good for your celly or what? Nigga, you got 10 pair of shoes up in there, nigga. Then when it's time for them to go home, they want to throw you a pair. Nigga, I don't want these shoes, nigga, you been wearing up in here. Nigga, throw them motherfuckers away. Take them home, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Chico from 9-0 gave me a proper pair of shoes. Some proper ass Nikes. Boy, them, man, they was so nice, man. I don't even remember who I left them with. They was proper. Matter of fact, I think I threw them away or something. But yeah, man, I remember when I left prison, I left all my stuff. The homies was excited when I left. Like, they wasn't happy that I was going home. They was happy I was leaving them fresh sweats, fresh shoes, fresh radio, watches, rings, all kind of shit I won gambling. They was happy. Canned goods, nigga, Camel cigarettes. I didn't even smoke. I had more Camels than a smoker had. Blacks in the pen look like Tookie. Why? Because they don't work on their legs. I got visits. Yeah, I got visits the whole time I was in there, man. I was in there. I wasn't in there long, man. I got visits the whole time, man. I didn't get nobody sending me money, but I mean the homie L looked out a couple times. Sean looked out a couple times. But yeah, homies didn't send no money up in there. But I got visits, homie. I definitely got visits. Kev, you know any APBs? I know quite a few APBs. Why? What's up? How them Hoovers deal with Crips and Bloods on the what? On the hards. What's the hards? I don't know what the hards is. On the yards. How do they deal with them? What do you mean? How do they deal with them? They don't deal with them. What do you mean? Like it's a myth. Look, man, check this out. I know a lot of you guys say the Hoovers ain't Crips. Hoovers is CKBK, right? Hoovers get, as far as I know, I could be wrong. Maybe my information's old. Hoovers get along with Shotgun. They get along with Payback, Long Beach Insane, Compton Crips. I mean, I don't understand. How do they deal with them? What do you mean? They get along with a lot of them. They don't war with the ones that I just named. Everybody in there war. The neighborhoods war with people. The gangsters war with people. Everybody war with somebody. That's why they're gang members. Yeah, they get along with Grape Street. I mean, so I don't understand that question. What up, y'all? What up, everybody coming in late up in here? Nah, moving, moving's is basically an East Coast gangster thing, man. East Side politics is a little different from West Side politics. That's that's on the East Side with some West Side, but no, the politics a little different, and it's steady evolving too. Is AC Tam and Puddin' Big Homie, or they same generation? Is AC Tam and Puddin' Big Homie? Is AC Tams and Puddin' Big Homie? Is that what you're saying? Well, from what I'm told, AC came after them dudes. Who was? Nah, I seen the Pyru interview. I may have seen one more. I don't recall. AC may be older, but they were on Pyru before AC was. Nah, I wasn't on a yard that Northerners couldn't walk the yards I was on. I've seen Northerners hit the yard and try to take off and go to the hole. I've seen a Northerner try to stay down and the Southerners was on his ass. He got a few kicks in, a few fights, and they grabbed him and beat the shit out of him. But I'm out of here, man. Hey, y'all have a good night, man. Let's kick off this month with a bunch of live streams, man. Y'all take it easy. Shout out to the Goob Show. Shout out to Joe Mosley, my moderator Crystal, all Mac heads and maniacs, but specifically and particularly the breadwinners. Austin, Texas.